one of the advantages of having an administrator, someone external come in, is that they're taking the pressure off. It's someone else to blame, like they can have the hard conversations with the staff, and maybe it's a bit of a pressure valve release.
Look, I think the administrator can play such a fantastic role, particularly for a company in distress. So even prior to COVID or prior to this recession that we're expecting, we would actually sometimes seek applications in the family court using our accrued jurisdiction that we would be applying in the federal court anyway, to actually see if we could actually have a company go into administration. And again, not to try and wipe an asset, or to actually try and preserve it. And that's what the courts are really interested in, to sustain assets for a matrimonial division. And sometimes, given the different agendas that have gone around, people have actually overplayed their hand and run down companies. So to actually have an honest broker in, and I've had some fabulous administrators in who we've worked really well with, because we all want a family business to survive a marital breakup, for example. It's in everyone's interest.
What do you think about that sort of pressure valve release? How would that play out under this new regime?
Well, under the new regime, the proprietor has got to engage a practitioner, and that practitioner is called a small business restructuring professional. Certainly can be a registered liquidator like myself, but there might well be a new category of practitioner with slightly less qualifications that qualifies for this practitioner that gets involved in the process. So whilst the debtor is in possession, they're not on their own. They've got to engage an accredited expert, and that accredited expert has got to assist the business proprietor in formulating a plan, and then at the end of formulating that plan, that practitioner has got to certify that plan is achievable. And so in going through that process, I think a lot of the hard discussions that need to be had can still be had, notwithstanding that the proprietor remains in possession of the business.
So you think the new small business restructuring professional, whatever it's called, they can still have those hard conversations and act as a pressure valve?
I think so, because the practitioner's got to be comfortable that the family dynamics, for example, are conducive to a continuing viable business going forward. Otherwise, the projected returns to creditors isn't going to be achievable, and that practitioner is required to certify that those returns are achievable, and that certification won't be forthcoming unless fundamental issues such as those are resolved.